Hello, everyone. This is Arlene. How are you all doing this morning? I am doing good. I decided to go on and just be spontaneous. I just didn't have my volume on. I'm going to be checking this out. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everyone. This is Arlene. Hi, everyone. As you see, I put up a little video to remind you all of December 12th. Next Saturday, I will be having a virtual birthday party here through StreamYard, but it will be on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. The DJs will probably be coming in at 7:15. DJ Dave 80s and DJ Wonder Rican, and they'll be playing the music and getting the party started. I have a few things planned and maybe I have some surprises. Now, because it is in Zoom, it will be limited to certain specific friends of mine to be live on screen. But I will have the chat room open for all the rest of my friends and music fans. And I look forward to that. I look forward to interacting with you all. I look forward to having you ask me questions and having you join me for something different this year, which would be, as you all know, a virtual birthday party. Now, times have changed, and I didn't want to spend my birthday just me and my husband cutting a cake. I wanted to celebrate it with you all. My husband had a surprise and I didn't know, and he started inviting certain friends of mine, and they thought they were going to get on. Obviously they were going to do a shout out to me. I spoiled it on the screen, but what happened was I'm limited. I'm limited to 10 people live. 4 of those are 2 DJs, me and my husband, and 6 of those are some personal friends I had already confirmed. So they'll be with me, and maybe some will be able to pop in and out as a person steps out and steps in. But I want to try this. It's a little daring for me to do it this way. I don't like just having music played. Nothing wrong with that. But I want to be able to interact with some of my guests that will be on the screen that day. So I'm really hoping that you join us December 12th at 7:30. Hey, who knows? There'll be maybe a few of these in a different way. When things happen around us and they're out of our control, as we are all in this pandemic, then we have to find, right, creative ways of safely celebrating those milestones in our lives. And I, for one, say, hey, you got to do what you got to do. But first and foremost, I want to keep those that I love around me safe. So how are you all doing this morning? You all see this is called Adelante with Arlene. Adelante with Arlene means go forward with me. Like I said, I still got to learn this. Go forward with me. I am on YouTube most of the time. Right now, I am live on YouTube as well. And I usually tape some inspirational videos. That's right. We all need some inspiration in our lives now. Some of us want to get lost in other things, and that's fine. But when you dig into certain things that, I've shared with you in regards to maybe some feelings that you guys might have been feeling out there too, and maybe had nobody to talk to and didn't know how to resolve, I cover these topics on my videos on Adelante with Arlene. But I also have, of course, musical performances from the past and some shorter videos called My Thoughts. So Saturday live, really, morning live with Arlene is usually supposed to be, and I'm just doing this maybe once or twice a month, just an open forum for me and you to be able to interact through the chat and maybe have you ask me any questions you may want to ask me or have been wanting to ask me. Good morning, good morning, good morning, James Ramirez, like myself. And I just wanted to, take this time to kind of get to know you all and allow you to get to know me. So sometimes I don't get the interaction yet because I do get it sometimes later on after I'm off. I see all the comments. And my desire is to be able to have you interact while I'm on live. I have some great videos that happened. One day I went on spontaneously, and a gentleman started asking me some very interesting questions in regards to music and a bunch of other questions that they were just excellent questions. And I was able to share with him and answer some of his questions or curiosity about my beginnings with freestyle music. So I hope you're all doing well this morning. As you all know, I'm in Florida. It's starting to get a little nippy and cold here. I've been feeling a little melancholy because if you all saw a bit of the video I put together, there was just a few of some of the memories I had, and most of them were birthday memories. And others were when I lived in Chicago, when I was in New York, when, all these different, even here in Florida, gatherings, shows that I might have gone to or hung out with some of your freestyle people that you love in freestyle, singers that you love in freestyle. And I just got very teary-eyed last night as I was doing the video, because time moves on so quickly. And when you go and look at some photos, and you go back down memory lane, you remember so vividly those moments or those celebrations or milestones in your life. And I, for one, got to say that I've been blessed to have some fabulous birthday events in New York City, and in my career of freestyle with Leather and Lace as well. I couldn't find those pictures. They're somewhere around here in regards to celebrations we had on stage, and I was surprised with a birthday cake. So yeah, I'm speaking a lot about my birthday because you know what? It's coming up. And I believe that everyone should be celebrating their birthday because you matter. Birthdays to me have always been something that I don't cringe about. Instead, I celebrate. And I celebrate life, and I celebrate the lives of those around me that have birthdays. So happy birthday to all the December babies in advance. Happy birthday. Because we should celebrate life. Now, whether it's you and a loved one, or whether it's you and a friend, or maybe you find yourself alone, well, then get online and celebrate with a group of other friends virtually. When I saw my birthday approaching about 2 months earlier, I started getting a little, I guess, a little sad in regards to missing the events that I used to throw in New York, which, by the way, were pretty big. And the last one I threw was before I moved here with my husband. And that's my last one was when I was 50 years old. And guys, I'm going to be 57 next Saturday. And so when I looked back at some of those photos, I said, wow, I would have loved to have thrown a little get together, maybe a little bit more. Obviously not as big as I used to throw them. If you guys, I'm going to be posting a lot of pictures. They were very big events. Had a lot of friends of mine perform. Oh goodness. I'm into all big things, 2 DJs and everything you could possibly think of. So it's just, I don't know. It just hit me like about 2 months ago. Why not do virtual? And so I said, wow, there's forms of doing this. I didn't want to go through the Zoom way. I said, I just basically want to be able to stream, multi-stream in different venues at a lower price. And so I went through StreamYard. Where is it? Here we go. Through StreamYard. And I said, okay, I might be limited to this amount of guests, but I will have a lot of views on the chat. And that's important because I will be chatting while the music is playing. So I decided that if you can't do it one way, you do it another way. And shortly after, I didn't even think that was going to happen. I got to experience joining other people virtually as we did for Black Friday. This party, that virtual party, birthday party that I am throwing and inviting you all to next Saturday, it says 7:30, but come in like about 7:15. on the chat so you can start enjoying the music early. First DJ on is going to be DJ Dave, 80s. You can hear a lot of him also mostly on TikTok, these DJs. And then coming on the second half will probably be, well, back and forth. It'll be DJ Wonder Rican. So, I just want you all to stay encouraged even in this holiday season. I've been very, burdened like many of us. And sometimes I, get a little fearful when I have to go out and go to doctor's appointments and do this, do that, because I mostly stay home and it just makes me so uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable because we could only be responsible for ourselves and we could only be responsible for, you know, what we do and what we can control ourselves in our surroundings and how we interact with other people. But we can't control other people. And those which got to keep your eyes open and please stay safe. I know we don't hear possibly, at least not the way we used to on the news in regards to the reality of still the situation that's around us, to the depth of the fact that there are people dying every day. Got to go there. I got to go there. And we must remember that this circumstance and what we're going through is still evident. It's still there. It's a reality. So making believe that it doesn't exist doesn't help by being careless and not wearing masks, social distancing, and doing what one must do. So that's just from me to you, from my heart, because I have read about and also read and met and talked to people whom didn't listen, and unfortunately they got the virus. So please stay safe. So on a lighter side, today is Saturday, and because I'm a former New Yorker, you guys have always been very heavy in my heart, and I am completely attached to you all, even though some of you I never met, and some of you, of course, are my friends, which obviously are not, personal friends are not on right now because some of them are not so much on Facebook as they used to be. But to all you that are new or those that are on my page that obviously are my friends, because that's how you're viewing this, I thank you for your support with the music and all the above. I want to hear from you, and I am hoping that you guys are planning to have a great holiday season, because it can be and will be great depending upon how you handle the situation. And therefore, I just hope that I can see many others enjoy the platform that we all have to be able to party live. Party live, share your own little one person party with us all. Why not? Why not? Or two persons. I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. My husband and I, we put a little message. We had our little Cornish hens, and we didn't have turkey. It was only us two. And we enjoyed just us two. We enjoyed having a more intimate Thanksgiving. I didn't go and hang out with the rest of my family, nor my mother and all that. And I tell you that was okay because I really care about others, and I care that everyone will be good and all right. So I'm going to stay on here for a little bit because sometimes when I cut off, I'm fidgeting. Sometimes when I cut myself off, you all start coming back in. I've only been on for 20 minutes. As you know, I like to plan things. So when I do my Adelante with Arlene on YouTube, I plan, I've scripted it, and I have an outline per se, and I'm able to share from my heart. As you all know, I'm a Christian now, and when I share from a very different place. And I can't be anything else but whom I am. And that's not that I'm making excuses. I'm just letting you know. So I am grateful for all the TikTok fans and friends that have joined me on YouTube, have subscribed to Adelante with Arlene, and I am so grateful to you all. As you all know, in order for me to be able to sing and join a partner program with YouTube, YouTube requires that the channels have 1,000 subscribers. That's one of the things. There's also views and likes and all the above. And then I will be able to have my shelf so that I can sell my products right from there. And also so that I can sing again because I get some strikes due to the fact that I want to do other songs and I'm not monetizing it, but still it is what it is and it is the law, copyright laws. So get your friends to join Adelante with Arlene on YouTube. Interact with me, not just join to join. Check out the playlists that I have many of, and let's get the party started over there. In order for me to be able to do what I love to do, and that's sing live and not have any strikes against me. But I understand the law. Like when I do the birthday as is, there might be a time on Facebook that it will have to be off because, or I may not be able to repeat it again if you don't see it, because it's going to have live music with the DJs. Now, the DJs will be doing their portion live on TikTok, even though they're going to be with me on the screen and you'll see the screen, but, and you'll see a few of us and all that, but you won't be able to interact with me when they're on TikTok through TikTok. You'll be able to only interact with me through YouTube in Facebook, but you'll be able to interact with the DJs on either venue, really. You can interact with them. So I just want to say hello. I got up this morning and I'm probably going to pre tape something later, pre record on Adelante with Arlene because I woke up, as I said, just heavy hearted. I think that when we reach a certain, I don't know if y'all like that. You get happy, of course, when you're about to have a birthday, when something big is happening in your life, whether it's to get married, moving, going into a new serious relationship, getting engaged, whatever it might be, getting a new job. I am a person that reflects upon what I went through in the past, how I overcame it to get me to where I'm at now. And before, I thought that those things only occurred based upon my own strengths. But in reality, it was a greater power than myself that was really guiding me and leading me through it all to get me to that next place. So I got to give credit to God where credit is due. To God be the glory. Thank you, James. Thank you. So I I decided to, as I was thinking back, I'm serious. I'm going to cry now. And I thought about how I started when I was 19 years old and got on that stage. And here I am, 57, and there's so much to tell, right? So much to tell in our lives. There's there's our journey. Everybody's journey is important. I never make less of it. And as I've gotten closer to the things of the Lord, my heart always realizes that everybody has a story to tell. And in all our lives, you'll have good things and bad things. And while in my life, I also had good things and bad things, good times and bad times, hard times and fabulous times. I just started thinking about that a birthday that I had on stage. I've had more than one, but I don't know why this particular one comes out in my head more. Um, and I remember singing, and then everyone started singing happy birthday to me, the audience, and they brought me a cake, and the Leather and Lace members, of course, were with me. And that was in Brooklyn. And I remember the stage behind us was, it was all glass encased. It was absolutely beautiful. It was, you would see the water from behind us in the stage. Everything was like that. Of course, it was December, so New York is freezing cold. But of course, we were indoors, but it was just so beautiful. And if for a lack of words, it was like magical. And that memory came to my mind. And, here I am going to be 57. And we think about all those moments, the moment that you might have become a parent, you know, or the moment that you might have moved and made a big change like my husband and I did as New Yorkers to come to Florida. So that's what happened. And I started thinking about those that I have lost, along the way, um, prior to the COVID-19 lost, and the impression that they made in my life and in my music. My first recording label, oh God, I'm gonna way emotional, was Midnight Sun Records. And I'll never forget Silvio, the owner of Midnight Sun. He passed on many years ago. And he was a good man, a good man. And I was blessed to be a part of that label. And he was a very honest man. I also remember Tommy Musto, which is alive and will be coming to my party. Thank the Lord. And Tommy Musu being my first producer, for co-producing with Eddie Mercado for, Leather and Lace songs, and then Arlene solo before I went on to be with Cutting Records. And so I just had all this flood of memories and moments that I had that were so special. And I recall the birthday I had when I was with Cutting Records. These are pictures that I need to scan. And I had just gotten signed to Cutting, and I was looking forward to my new label and my new journey. And it goes on and on, as it does in all our lives. And then I went on to remember the times when I became a Christian. I mean, there was a lot of hard times at the end of the changing of the genre of music on radio, and a lot of, freestyle becoming non-existent on radio. At that time, I remember that I had some really hard, bumpy times, of course, and I share a lot of that on my YouTubes. You can actually hear it even in the midst of some of the inspirational stuff I talk about, because, like I said, every stepping stone, is just part of the foundation of the in the road that brought me to where I'm at today. And then I started remembering, on the birthdays when I was in church, which I am still in the Lord, but I was in church and I had stopped, doing the clubbing and all that. And I made a conscious decision to want to live a different life, for myself as a single woman. And I remember when I was 40, I said, I have to throw a party. I mean, it was just like I was just needing, to have like music in a sense, and just memories and all that. And we had a grand old party, birthday party in New York City at my mother's house in the Bronx. And that was fabulous with a lot of my friends from church at that time. And we're playing live instruments. That was incredible. So as years went on, I'm doing the birthday memory, because as you can see on the bottom, December 12th, 7:15, please enter. Go on Facebook on my page, or on YouTube under Adelante with Arlene. The link is on the chat. Thank you so much, James, for putting that up. Well, I decided then, I think it was in 2009, I decided, you know what, it's time for me to throw another birthday party, and this time it's going to be in a club. And I remember it well. And I had the pleasure of having many, many, many recording artists, friends perform for me that night, as well as I too closed and performed. And I would set up the events myself and the flyers, and got paid and do all the above. I handled the whole thing in New York, and that was awesome. And from there on, I continued, and I will post some of those pictures to continue to throw these events with the help of the DJs that did me a favor, the assistant, person that I had to help me set it up, and all the above. Um, it takes a team of people. But one of the things that you learn along the years when you stop performing, as I did for so many years on stage, is who your friends really are years later when you're back in touch with each other, and they step up and they help you. And so from there on, I ended up having a birthday party, 2009, all the way till I moved. I think it was in 2013. So where were you all? You missed it, huh? So I had these grand old parties, these fabulous DJs, performances, and all the above. And I introduced Adelante with Arlene to the public in one of those birthdays. I think it was in 2010. Yeah, 2010. I introduced everybody to it when YouTube was not the YouTube it is now. So I had put it aside for a long time, the YouTube, for almost 10 years. And I picked it up again last year. So it was like 9 years. And I decided to go full forward and be more transparent and share and give everything that God has given me to share with you all. In those videos in Adelante with Arlene that I did start posting in 2019, I was in a very dark place, in a very painful place. I had been diagnosed with some diseases, silly, crazy nonsense that just started wanting to come upon me in regards to my health. But I pressed forward, and it is documented in those videos from 2019. And you can see the pain on my face of a disease that I got diagnosed with called trigeminal neuralgia, which causes a pain to my left side of my face. And I take medication for it. I thank the Lord I am able to now take 2 pills instead of 3 pills. The enemy of our soul will want to come full force to break down and destroy all the things and all the greatness that God has planned for us. I don't want to give credit, to the enemy, but those things are true. But there are also things in our lives that we have allowed enter in our lives, which had nothing to do with illness, of course, but maybe with other decisions that I might have made, including maybe decisions you have made or might be making. They might be careless and they might be harmful to you. And sometimes, and most of the time, we do it when we are frustrated, we become impulsive, or we are in fear, and therefore we act out in a negative way. And there's always going to be repercussions. So, in my videos, I am transparent with you all. Now, back to the happiness. So, these parties that I had in New York were pretty incredible, and I got to see so many people that I hadn't seen for a very long time. But most of all, what meant the world to me during those birthday parties in New York was the closer interaction that I was able to have with the fans. Fans that many had now become my personal friends. And that really changed my life, because when we were singing back in the days, those things were not, you had to keep it controlled. Obviously, you couldn't just be in the midst of the crowd. I had a lot of like weird occurrences happen to me. I remember in Roseland, as I was performing when I was already Arlene, the solo artist, and I was in Roseland, and no, I think it was Latin Quarter, one of the two, Roseland. And this guy, I'm in the middle of like, you got like a jam packed. You understand what I'm saying? Because, back in the days in the freestyle era, if you're on radio, the place is like packed. So it was so jam packed, like sardines. And I'm on stage, and you're supposed to have like, your security looking out of the club. Well, they were looking at the show, but they weren't looking out. And this guy just jumps up on stage, and he got so close to me, and I continued to do my performance, kind of giving the eye. And I remember my manager just left the booth, ran really far to get the guy off the stage. So we used to have occurrences also when I was with Leather and Lace, and we used to travel a lot to constantly to Miami. And when we were in Miami, guys, this was 1984 and 85 that I was with Leather and Lace. So this is like the times that we were performing, and it was myself, Nice and Wild, Expose, Information Society, and we were doing shows a lot in Miami. And so I remember that we were at a specific club that we would frequently perform in, like at least once out of the month, we'd be flown in for that specific club and other clubs twice a month. And I tell you, this guy, we would end up going backstage after the performance. Here's the stage. So backstage was literally the back of the stage. So here's you, the audience, and we would just go to the back. That was it, right? Get off to the back entrance. And there was a guy that always jumped on the stage and followed me. And the girls had gone ahead trying to get, back there where I had to go. Well, this happened like 2 to 3 times, 2 times before they literally had to put the roping, and now the audience was far away. So in 2009, when I decided to throw a birthday party and do something I hadn't done for that many years, right? Fast forwarding many years, I thought I wasn't going to need any security because, like, I'm Arlene. I'm at church. You know what I'm saying? I'm not performing for many years and I'm not going to need it. I was wrong. I was wrong. And so, why I'm saying this story to you is because later on, the year after, I had learned my lesson in 2009. I said, well, I guess I need security. So, I hired my own security. I had time. Now, there was like the picture taking, the selfie picture taking, which we didn't kind of have that before. It was more about signing autographs. And now I was able to control the party and control of the people that would come in one by one and the amount of time they would be with me and stuff like that. So after that, I learned and I did a whole bunch of other shows, making sure that it was quite organized. But what I mean is that during those times that I did throw those birthday parties in New York City, I was able to have a wonderful one-to-one in a manner in which I couldn't back in the leather and lace times and the Arlene, we can work it out times, because um, it was just different, and I was able to do that, and it meant so much to me. And that's what I want to do this time with you all, but this time virtually, because that's the way it got to be, online. So that's a difference. That's a difference for me. The fact that I have genuine friends on Facebook that are actually were actually fans, and they became my personal friends. And a shout out, and she'll hear this later, to my friend Yvette, and she's just one of many that became my personal friend. So, guys, I just want you to, if you're a December baby, just throw yourself a party because you deserve it. I don't mean a party, do you invite all these people? I mean, throw yourself a party. Treat yourself. If you're by yourself, and that's the way it gotta be, because you're really taking care of yourself, and you don't live with nobody else, and therefore, because of the pandemic, you're going to find yourself inside alone. Listen, put on the little bling bling lights, hook it up, make yourself a cake. I'm really serious. And you go online. But one thing I don't want you all to do is feel sorry, in a sense, for yourselves, or sad, too sad. And maybe, yeah, I know I do have someone. I have my husband. So you may think, oh, well, but you have someone. But I spent many years, guys, before, when there was no pandemic, I spent many of birthdays, in my lifetime with a certain period of time. Like I told you that I wasn't doing any parties. I did spend, some of them by myself. But I don't want you guys to do that. There's so many creative ways of just like throwing yourself, like I said, a party, and zooming it and just enjoying it. I have a friend who actually threw herself a birthday party. It was just her. She was singing and she invited people, and she was live on Facebook, and she just had herself the best time that she could possibly have. The interaction is nice, whether it's on a chat or whether it's on a Zoom, and you're able to literally speak to the people. So I want you all to stay safe. So remember, December 12th, 12/12. Tune in at 7:15, get it started, get your seat. And guys, I want you to enjoy yourselves. My husband's going to be checking the chat while I'll be checking the chat at the same time on that day. If anybody gets stupid, they're out, because I can push a button and say bye-bye and block them. And I don't mean you guys. I mean, there are, like, it happens. You know what I'm saying? So let me see any more memories I have for birthday, because if you don't interact, only James has been so kind to interact. Hey, Kathleen, how are you? I don't know why I don't see you, Kathleen, on my other page. That's kind of weird. I'm supposed to be seeing all your comments. Hello, Ronaldo. How are you? I'm supposed to be able to see all your comments on the actual page. So let's see here. I got here that I can see you guys on YouTube, your YouTube messages if you're on YouTube. I think two of them are not showing, and we're going to find out why, but I do have my regular ones showing. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, Ronaldo, I don't know if you're on. You probably left already because I hadn't seen you. Ronaldo, yes. You went ahead and you were at one of the fabulous parties, and I was so glad to have you there. It's recording artist, Ronaldo. I was so blessed to have him. I'm going to have to make another video with a bunch of other pictures that I have from my friends on at the parties. I am wondering, it says I'm live, and why is it that I cannot see all your comments right here? Let's see. I will check. So as you can see, these two are stating to me, okay. All right, let's see what I can do here. All right. There's new things going on here now. And in order for me to see you all, let me return to my StreamYard. I don't know. They just change things all the time. So I'll have to see why, because I do want to see all your comments that day. All right, let's see what's going on, guys. So back to the birthday memories. Let me see. So I gave you one of them that was with leather and lace, and there were many. And my mind is foggy in between all that time. But there were a lot of others on stage with the fans singing happy birthday. Yeah, kind of great. And then there was, as I mentioned, the one in the 40s as a Christian with my brothers and sisters. And then all those that I did in between 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, I think it was, yeah, 13, until I was 50 in New York. And now 57, I decided it's about time to throw another one. So I'm saying that I want you all to please do the best to enjoy these holidays that are approaching. Well, they're already here. Do your best to enjoy them safely. I hear a lot of crazy things going on in New York City. I hear a lot of crazy things. Hello, Sal, that was on. I had to go to Facebook to check it out because for a reason my StreamYard is not showing me this. DJ Allen, hello. Again, Kathleen Garcia is KG Promotions. She is one of the people that is promoting the virtual birthday and does so much for a lot of us as artists. Now that's now my personal friend. Damaris, hello. I don't know if you're still on. Gallo, hello. And of course, Sal, who's always been so welcoming of anything that I've done in YouTube as well as Facebook. So let me see. Do I have any other memories? Tell me. How are you going to celebrate your Christmas? If you're hearing this video after I've already gone off, tell me, how are you celebrating it? Tell me. You might say, hey, Arlene, I'm feeling this way or that way. Tell me, because I will pray for you. Tell me, because I want you all to be able to enjoy the season that only comes once a year, while differently, yet joyfully. So remember, December 12th, 7:15, tune in live on Facebook and YouTube, probably on regular Facebook profile page of mine, maybe Tend the Heart page, and definitely YouTube. Best bet, I would say, is try to get yourself onto the YouTube under Adelante with Arlene and subscribe. Help me get my numbers up because I want to start singing for you guys again. I want to start singing. By the way, I'm getting my mic today. I am so excited. I am getting my Yeti Blue mic. This mic has a condenser and it's supposed to be really great for the YouTube. It's supposed to be great for, what do you call that? Podcasting, which I also might start doing, taking my YouTubes, the audios, and putting them on podcasts. Guys, I'm going full steam ahead with Adelante with Arlene. I have put this down for 9 years. I said it was almost 10 because it was. And you guys never knew about it. And I don't want to put it down again. I want to be able to bring on guests and do interviews with friends of yours and mine because we can do this now. If you have any of artists or suggestions that I might be able to interview, not only DJs that I know, I'm talking about friends of mine, because I'm not going to get in touch with people I don't know. I'm going to get in touch with people I do know. Or any questions, topics, curiosities, or clarity that you may need in regards to life or freestyle music, please let me know because I know that I've gone and Googled myself and I have found such wrong information about the history of leather and lace, which includes me, and Arlene as a soloist. And it's annoying because if you don't know everything, then ask the source. And the source, myself or the other girls, but if you're talking about me, myself, and I will be able to bring clarity so that you may post things about freestyle in a more educated and informed manner. Why not, right? Because a lot of you are a lot younger than I am, and therefore there has been so much that happened prior to you guys even knowing. So once again, I thank you all. I have gone on and on, waiting to see if any of yous come on and talk to me. It's okay. Talk to you later. God bless you all. Remember to tune in to Adelante with Arlene, where you can find many, many, many things that on the playlist that you will probably find interesting. I let you in on my personal journey. I've been as transparent as I can be. Guys, I even did a play you guys don't even know about years ago. I wrote, produced, and directed it, and it was called Were You There? And I had my friend Carlos Berrios back then go and see it. I have had Giggles flew in to see it, and others in New York that are not from church. They heard about it, but those was the times that we didn't have this kind of venue for me to tell you all. There's a lot that has happened, and I know there's a lot that's happened in your life. So please share with me. Go to Adelante with Arlene, comment. I have such a wonderful interaction with people I don't know on there, and a lot of stupidity as well that I have to take off because they're like crazy people out there, and you have to take them off. But I have a lot of great people. And I'm glad that YouTube does a good job of looking and seeing if the actual subscribers are legit subscribers or are there some weird people and weird things going on that are not lawful. And so they take the numbers, they take them off, they take the people off, which sometimes you'll wake up and you'll say, oh my God, I got 20 less people. Well, they're looking through to find out and wean out who's real and who is not. So please go to Adelante with Arlene, Adelante, which means go forward, and subscribe. Why? Because you will be helping my new, but not so new, vision that I have. And in order to build this channel and bring you guys along with me, so you can see great content, interviews, so I can get my camera that I want and be able to give you more. The only way I can do that is if you go and you subscribe to Adelante with Arlene. I also have the links all on my YouTube. You shall see all the links on so many things you possibly didn't know about, including a little book that I wrote called My Thoughts that started this whole channel back in the days. And that's on blurb.com. Yes. And I also have, if you see right there, abrazo up there. I also have t-shirts on Teespring under Arlene's Freestyle Classics. But I also have a collection on Bonfire under Adelante with Arlene, Be Inspired. My husband and I have personally taken my memorabilia and we have put it on the t-shirts for you all to share some of my freestyle journey, and you will be able to purchase those items on those websites. Teespring gives me the opportunity to be able to do masks, mugs, covers for my phone, phone covers for either an iPhone or an Android. And if you find anything you like and you say, hey, Arlene, I'd like to have this in a phone case, can you make that available? Yes, I can. And let's say you say, hey, Arlene, I like this t-shirt, but do you have one in a long sleeve? I can make that available for you as well. All the actual bonfire merchandise that I'm telling you about, and the Teespring. Teespring is the one that does the other accessories. Bonfire is legitimately just my t-shirts and probably, and some mugs. But Teespring, I have other things, other products. Those are also those links on my Facebook and also on everything that I possibly have. There's a contest. The contest will be over December 11th, and it's only for TikTok fans and friends. And what is that? I need you to pick one out of 13 songs. I did many other songs, including on Miami Freestyle Records that you might not have heard yet. And they're Spanish and they're incredible. And everything about it is a live instrumentation. And it has been also mixed by Albert Cabrera. Yes, the music was done in Argentina, live. The mixes were done in where Albert Cabrera lives, which is not in the States. And the actual lyrics were written, and the person who owns the company is Freddie Lopez. You can find those songs on the CD Baby, iTunes, and all the above. So I need the TikTok fans to choose one song and to do their best interpretation, whether it's to sing, lip sync, whether it's a funny interpretation, whether it's a man or a woman, whether you want to split it as a duo, it doesn't matter to me. All entries from TikTok only. By December 11th, I will pick a winner. My husband and I will pick by December 14th, at which point we will send you where to pick one gift that we will purchase and have it sent directly from the company to you. So I love to have interaction with my friends. So if you're just tuning in, I pray that you have a fabulous, fabulous day today. I pray that the peace that surpasses all understanding will guard your heart and your mind in Christ Jesus. And I'm hoping that I will see you December 12th on the chat. At 7:15, show up. Party with me. You never know who's going to show up on that screen of my friends and people you might want to see. God bless you all. Let me leave you with this video. Thank you, guys. And what is my catchphrase I always say? Thank you for tuning in. And remember, sigue adelante. Until next time, I'll see you December 12th at 7:15, where the DJs will be ready to start partying with you. God bless, and don't forget to subscribe.